Hey students, it's Mr. Ezzy again with another social emotional lesson, and I'm excited about this one like I am about every point that I discuss. But today we're going to be talking about a very important topic, and the topic is social media. Again, social media. Students, it's very important that you understand how to interact and engage online, and I want to make sure you listen because it's a very serious video, because what you do online can affect you offline. But let's get right into my book, As He Says, As Is for the Students I Serve. We're going to be on page 166 under the section that says, Be Smart on Social Media. Let's read and then we'll come back, break down the sentence by sentence, and then we'll go on from there. The book reads, Social media has downgraded the meaning of the words friend and follower. Not everyone online is your friend, and not everyone that follows you cares about you or where you are going. Don't put your entire offline online. Be mystique. Don't share everything. Keep a lot of you and your family private. Not all eyes are mature enough to see every part of you. Some eyes will try and seek you out, and not for a good reason. Unplug from social media often and open yourself to the world around you. See, back in my day, we didn't have social media. Our social media was the great outdoors. There is more to life than the web. And notice the internet is called the web. Don't get too entangled in it. Disconnect often and be smart when you are connected. See, students, it's very important for you to understand the true meaning or value of a thing. See, social media was not meant for you to be entirely exposed. It was meant to be a tool. Like social media for me is a tool to expand a good message. Social media is a tool for me to help people. Social media is a tool to connect with friends that I may have went to college with, etc. But social media was not meant to see or for others to see my whole life. So we're going to break down sentence by sentence so that we can really talk about this serious concept so that you can be wise and be smart online. The first sentence says, social media has downgraded the meaning of the words friends and followers. Social media, based upon for some of us, insecurities or deep need to be accepted or deep need to be seen, has downgraded, or we have allowed it to downgrade what it means to be a friend or a follower, or what it means to have friends and a follower. See, not everyone is your friend. I like the word friend because if you split it in half, you see fry and end. Not everybody is able to fry with you to the end. And what I mean by that is, not everybody's willing to go through the tough times of life for you. Not everybody online, offline, or around your line is your friend. And also you have to understand that not everybody's truly following you with good intentions. Let's get right into the next sentence because that kind of breaks down what I'm alluding to. The next sentence says, not everyone online is your friend, and not everyone that follows you cares about you or where you are going. See, you want to make sure that you select individuals, friends, who are willing to be there with you to the end. Followers, those who actually are behind you to make sure that you are pressing or progressing towards your purpose. See, for me, yes, I may have a lot of quote-unquote friends online and quote-unquote followers online, but the good thing about my social media experience is that I have a select group of friends, but I don't mind leading people because I know in whom I'm following. I know the message that I'm following. I know that I'm taking people to a good place mentally, emotionally, physically, etc. But it's very pivotal that you understand that not everybody who hits that follow button or who adds you as a friend is curious, or not curious, but is not concerned about you. Some people just follow because they're curious about you. Curiosity kills the cat. Curiosity can really lead people to be in a place of consuming your life with ill intentions. That's why it's very important that you're very selective of what you post online, because sometimes we treat social media, or we treat the people that are our friends online or follow us online as family. See, family is a sacred thing. Family is a small circle. Not everybody should be fam or family, my brother or sister. And you shouldn't allow this echo chamber of eyes to see everything about you. Let's keep going. Not everyone online is your friend, and not everyone that follows you cares about you or where you are going. Some people, they want to distract you from going forward. Some people, if you follow the wrong person or you allow the wrong person to follow you, can comment and subconsciously plant negative seeds in your mind to make you want to back away from pursuing what you were created to pursue. And so that's why you have to be very careful, because not everyone that you add as a friend or follow has a good message or is a good influence. And some of you young people and some adults are following people and are being influenced to be an impression of their negative agenda. And so you have to be very careful online, because not everything online is designed to help you progress forward. Let's keep going. Don't put your entire offline online. It's crazy how so many people post everything. They post every component of their lives. There are certain things that should stay offline. Online was meant to put things on there that are not sacred, that are not specific, because you never know who's watching you. And it's very important that you govern what you do online. So this sentence is very pivotal. It says, don't put your entire offline online. The next sentence says, be mystique. Don't share everything. Like, Mr. Ezzy, I'm transparent, but I only share what I want you to know. I'm mystique. And mystique adds some level of value to you. But if you are an unlimited flow of currency and you're not backed by standards, then you'll devalue yourself. See, the dollar, when it was taken off the gold standard, decreased in value. But see, when you're backed off of standards that are priceless and gold, then you start doing things and you are flowing consistently, full of unnecessary posts, and you devalue yourself. Now you're showing your moves, now you're showing your body, now you're showing all these different things, and now you devalue or cheapen yourself. But when you are mystique and you just put out there what people need to know, then you guard yourself, you protect yourself, and you actually protect what's valuable. Think about it. All the things that are valuable are secured and locked away. It's crazy how the one thing that is not secured and locked away is who we are. We lock our cars, we lock our homes, we lock our priceless things, we lock all these different things, but we leave ourselves unlocked. Let's keep going. Be mystique. Don't share everything. Keep a lot of you and your family private. That is very important, because many people who always post things online, now you have an audience of people who are waiting for the next episode of your life. They want to know if y'all want to get back together or not. They know when you break it up because your posts are full of hurt. They know when y'all back together because your post is full of, oh, I never should have, oh, I love you, and all this kind of stuff. People can predict your patterns based upon your post. But if you keep your life private, you can actually engage with that individual. You can actually heal privately, and nobody even knows that you're going through anything. It is not wise to post your ebbs and flows online. It's not always wise to post your valleys and hilltops. Sometimes it's best to go through your challenges, go through your issues offline, so that you don't have unnecessary attention brought to your life, hindering your health or healing or hindering your growth. Let's keep going. Not all eyes are mature enough to see every part of you. Some eyes will try and seek you out, and not for a good reason. Ladies especially, and gentlemen especially, young boys, young girls, man. There are predators out here. There are people who do not have your best interest in mind. We live in a society where children are vulnerable and being exploited, and you have to be wise. Don't post your address. Don't post where you are. Don't show the same apartment complex. Don't show the same stuff online where people are actually able to predict where you are and find you. Listen, you are sacred. You are priceless. So you got to treat yourself that way. I know your brains are developing, but you have to be cognizant of the world that you live in and aware of your surroundings, because not everybody that looks at you, it has your best intentions. Please hear me on that, because some of y'all are doing things or practicing things and what's within your full picture of video is giving clues of where you live, giving clues of where you're going. Don't always post that you're going to the same place at this same time all the time, where someone can predict your patterns and then set you up to be hurt. Be wise. Not all eyes are mature enough to see every part of you. Some eyes will try and seek you out, and not for a good reason. Unplug from social media often and open yourself up to the world around you. It's crazy how our whole world is online and we're neglecting the valuable and key things offline. We're neglecting our families. We're neglecting our own personal health and development. We're neglecting very key things offline to impress people who we will never meet online. It's crazy how many people are slaves to likes, shares, and comments and subscriptions. Slaves to it. But the people who actually love you, the people who actually have good things to comment about your life, people who actually share in the story of your life and support you, those who are actually subscribed to the narrative of who you are being neglected to people who don't even love you deeply enough. You see what I'm saying? So it's very important that we treat those who love us offline more than we treat those who just like us online. Unplug from social media often. Take some time away and open yourself to the world around you and the world before you. See, I'm on social media, but not a lot. Because I'm consumed with the world I would like my children to live in, the environment I would love my wife to blossom in, the world that I would love to enjoy. So I'm not going to get so caught up in a fairy tale world online that I'm not setting myself up with habits that will help me have a great life in the future. So many people are neglecting their real world and their potential world for a fake world. See, back in my day, I'm old enough to say that. I'm not that old, but I'm 34 years old. I'm able to say back in my day, because actually I grew up in the era in between. I'm like the bridge of two generations. We're the last bridge to a degree. I grew up in a world where there was the house phone. I grew up in a world where there was a pay phone. I grew up in a world with beepers. I grew up in a world with AOL internet that you had to wait 5 minutes for a page to load. I grew up in a world where my first cell phone wasn't until I was a freshman in college. And now we in this technology boom, and now everything is super advanced. So I'm able to go back and forth. And what was good about my generation, my age group, we're able to see the beauty of what what people see as ugly and distasteful and boring now. See, back in my day, we didn't have social media. Our social media was the great outdoors. There is more to life than the web. Listen to me. There is more to life than the web. And notice, the internet is called the web. Don't get too entangled. Some of us, we are entangled in the online web. We can't get out. We're stuck in Facebook, stuck on TikTok, stuck on Instagram, and we're stuck. We can't get out because they understand the mind. If the mind is consumed and the heart is insecure, then that person is going to be stuck in this online world for validation, for acceptance, for a sense of belonging, for empowerment, to tear other people down. That's just a poor way to live. Breathe the air around you. Walk in the world around you. Hug the people around you. Embrace the world and untangle yourself from this online web that's destroying your mind, setting yourself up to be consumed with validation and acceptance, and hindering you from being a human and causing you to engage with people who are truly not your friends and who do not care about where you're going, but follow you to be nosy. There is more to life than the web, and notice the internet is called the web. Don't get too entangled in it. Disconnect often and be smart when you are connected. See, students, you got to be wise, man. This real world is real and it's dangerous. There's some parts of it that's dangerous, and the web is full of people that you can't see their faces, full of trolls and full of people that's after the contents of your soul, and you have to be very careful. So be wise online. Be cognizant of your surroundings. Don't post your entire life online. Don't be predictable. Don't be so consumed in comparison, and because what happens online, you begin to person you look in the mirror and the person you see online, you start falling into depression, you start falling into anxiety because you don't look like her, even though her picture's full of filters and changes. You want a body like hers, even though she went to get that fixed. You want a car like his, but he had to do some illegal things to get it. And what happens is when you compare your real offline world to people's fake online world, then you feel like you're not real enough. And now you endeavoring to be fake like them. So what you do is then you post this fakeness of yourself. You posting this thing on you that's really not yourself. And even when you look on your own profile page, you feel disgusted about who you are in your life. But what's written on the page of your life? What are you here to do? What's your purpose? Be productive in that. Because no matter what people have to say about me online or what people have to say about me offline, I'm still on my line. I'm still going after what I gotta go after. And you gotta have that same mindset. Well, students, I love you. It's a very serious video. I hope this was a blessing to you. I hope you got something from it. I hope you got smarter. I hope you got wiser. I hope you got a little bit more discerning and really recognizing that not everybody online is your friend, and not everybody who's following you is protecting you. And make sure that you enjoy those who really love you, those who really got positive things to come in your life, those who really share into the story of your life, and for those who actually subscribe to the narrative of your life. I love y'all. You know Mr. Desi does. I see y'all next time. Peace.